Get ready with me while I tell you guys some of the biggest misconceptions about me. Okay, the biggest one has to be my height. I swear to God, ever since I started like posting on here, everybody thinks I'm like short. I mean short, I'm talking like 5'2", 5'3", possibly 5'4" vibes. I don't know, I guess I just look short on camera, and also every single time I film a TikTok with my friends, I am taller than like most of my friends. I'd say I'm taller than like 90% of my friends, except for one. Best friend Nadej is my tallest friend, and she's the only friend that's taller than me. But to answer your question, I'm 5'7", which I don't even think is that tall. I guess it's considered like tall for a girl, but I swear every time I like respond to a comment and I say I'm 5'7", nobody believes me. They all think that I'm lying. But guys, I swear I'm not lying when I say I'm 5'7", which is why I look so tall when I stand beside like all my friends, because all my friends are so short. But I'm 5'7". Okay, the next thing is probably my age. I made a video the other day and I was talking about how I'm a sophomore. To clarify, a sophomore in college, not high school. A lot of people thought I was in high school. Sorry guys, I'm on the phone. I told him not to speak. But anyways, like I was saying, a lot of people were like shocked that I'm a sophomore in college. People think I'm like mid-20s. Like a lot of people think that. Like mid-20s, or like some people think I'm like early 30s, which is not even old, but like it's just crazy because I'm so far off from it. And it's also like when I started posting on like TikTok, like started blowing up, I was a senior in high school. So if you do the math, it does make sense that I'm a sophomore in college and that I'm 20 years old. But yeah, surprise, I'm 20. I also have a really late birthday, so it can feel like I've been 20 for so long, like a certain age for so long, even though it's the exact same thing as any other birthday. I feel like when it's at the end of the year, it literally feels like it takes a whole entire year until my birthday comes, even though that's the same for every single person. Okay, next is probably my major and what I'm studying at school right now. So I go to NYU, but my first year of college, I went to school in Canada. I told you guys that I was studying journalism because that is what I wanted to do. But ever since I transferred, so I transferred like 3 times. I first transferred right when I moved to New York City, and it was this like online program, and I just did it to like bump up my GPA because I really wanted to go to NYU. I think I just did like 2 full semesters of 4 credit classes, and then after that I transferred to NYU and I transferred to Gallatin. If you didn't know, Gallatin is a school where you literally create your own major, and it's been like my dream to go here because I just think it's so cool, and I'm still in the process of creating my own specific concentration, so I'll let you guys know when that is done, but I don't have to declare it until later. Okay, that's all I can think of for now, so that's all. Bye guys.
Hey guys, get ready with me for jail. I'm actually so annoyed how we're literally like not doing anything in school right now. Like, we're not supposed to be doing anything, but I swear teachers just be making up assignments or pulling stuff out of their ass because, like, I don't know, just give us our final review so we can study for finals. I actually already got my history final review, so I've been working on that, and it's like so long, so I'm not ready for my other classes' final reviews, but still. And then literally in anatomy right now, we have 2 major grades. The first one is like this cat thing where we color this cat and like make the model with paper. And the second one is actually dissecting a cat, which I really don't want to do because that's disgusting. So hopefully whoever's in my group just takes one for the team and does everything. And we don't dissect cats till next week, and I know I'm not going to be here on Friday because I'm going on a college tour, so hopefully that doesn't really like affect any of my grades or whatever. Guys, I quite literally just spent the past 20 minutes trying to put on my jewelry because my Kendra Scott bracelet wasn't like, it was impossible to put on, so I had to go have someone help me. So basically I just wasted my time because I could have asked for help in the first place, but I'm very stubborn and I don't like to ask for help. So I was literally like crashing out because I couldn't put it on, and yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, I actually worked this weekend for the first time, so lifeguard TikToks are back. My sister also has her training this weekend. She has her first day of training tomorrow, and I'm gonna take her because I don't have work. And honestly, I'm really hoping she passes. I think she will. I don't think it's super hard. I mean, you just have to pay attention and know what you're doing. And I literally already taught her like the whole basic part of it, so hopefully she has an idea of what she's getting into. And also, I'm not too worried about her getting fired or anything because our job is quite literally impossible to get fired from unless you're like stupid. But even like when auditors come and you fail an audit, they just make you take another class and they make you like redo what they were asking you to do. So even if like you were to like fail something like that, you can't get fired. And our boss is literally an angel, so yeah. Like, for example, someone that got fired once literally put tampons in the pool and said that like someone got their period, so she shut down the pool so like the lifeguards could have a break. Like something stupid like that, that's what gets you fired. And like the thing is, like that wasn't like their first time either. It was like a reoccurring thing. So guys, anytime I've been audited, I've been so lucky. This one time I was like there during a big audit and I wasn't even on stand. I was literally on break, so all I had to do was bring like the yellow bag looking thing, like the stuff with like the oxygen and the AED. And then another time I got audited, they were just literally like watching me like watch my waters, I guess. They literally said I had the best water watching skills, so. And then another time was like 4th of July, like not 4th of July weekend, but like it was like around 4th of July. And it was like literally one of those like shadow dummy things. So I've literally had pretty easy ones. I don't want any hard ones. I think I would cry if I got a really hard one and then failed it. So I don't think I would fail it though, to be honest. Okay, I've literally been yapping about lifeguarding for the past whatever. I need to actually hurry though. Hopefully today I can go get my eyebrows done because they are atrocious, and my lip. Like everything's atrocious. Oh my gosh, tell me why we're literally doing a new unit in pre-cal. Like next week is our last full week pretty much, and then it's like finals week. Like how? I really just like am not in the mood to learn anything new right now. I have no motivation to learn anything new. I just want my final review. I swear it better be some easy shit like 3+2 because I'm not here for anything new. Low-key need to hurry because I'm late. Like not super late, but I'm running behind. I feel like in every school gram I'm always running behind. But you know what? It's a-okay because somehow I managed to not get a tardy pass. So it's fine. I low-key still need to touch up my hair too because it's like creased. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's gram because I'm about to be late as freak.
Sink the ship. Don't let anybody off the ship. I'm not doing this shit again. It's off the ship, honey. It's off the ship. There's cases already in Switzerland. Yeah. And the guy who has it in Switzerland is giving it to people and they can't find him. Yeah. If I don't get... Sorry, don't mind my hair. If I don't get my senior graduation, like I didn't get my 5th grade graduation, oh shit is gonna go down. Then here. I didn't get my last recess. I didn't get my 5th grade graduation. I didn't get my 5th grade talent show, and I won't be able to walk the stage after graduating 13 years of school. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not going through 2 pandemics by the age of 17. Absolutely not. 1 for 4 years of my life was more than enough for all of us. Oh, and if this affects my summer, there will be signs, and it will be known. Like, we're really just dumb. We really didn't learn anything from the last pandemic that lasted 4 years. Seriously. Oh, and the death rate is worse. 40%. Yeah. And, COVID, it wasn't 40. I don't know what it was, but it was way lower than that. The second this video ends, I will be practicing my 2020 dance moves because I will be the next Charlie. And, yeah. I think that all should just be our career. Oh, and it's airborne, just like COVID, so, like, it's not, like, a mouth-to-mouth thing or, like, blood-to-blood. No, it's air. It's air. Bring out your masks. Bring out your masks. I still have beef with masks because I got blackheads from those in 2020, and guess who still has those blackheads? They never went away. They never went away. Dermatologists, all these, they gave me all this stuff. I tried it all. They reduce. They get smaller, but they're not gone. Is it going to be toilet paper that we're just going to steal this time? Or is it going to be something else stupid? Like, seriously, we better have learned that the toilet paper isn't going to run out. So we don't need to, like, take all of it off the shelves. And this disease is going to be harder to... Or not disease. Virus is going to be harder to detect because you don't, like, lose your taste buds and you're like, oh my gosh, I have COVID. You just feel like you have the flu. And then you... Oh my gosh. Not gonna freak out. All I'm gonna say is take care of your body, eat your vitamins, eat your healthy food, because the better your immune system is, the better that if you do get it, you'll be able to fight it off, you know? You gotta be prepared. You're probably saying, no, I'm not going to get it, but that's what we thought in COVID when it was out in China and we only had to stay out of school for 2 weeks. And that turned into 4 years and half of our population's gone. I'm scared. Anywho, that is it. So yeah, stay healthy. Stay inside if you don't feel good. I pray it doesn't make it to America. I'm sure it will be here by tomorrow. Yeah. Bye guys, love you.
Girl, I've been tagged in so many Espa Ningning's Met Gala look saying that I look like her. And I gotta say, I think I kind of do. Shh, I can already hear the comments, okay? I know I don't look like her. I'm just saying that this look. Anyways, let's try to recreate her look. Okay. We're gonna put on contacts and we're gonna put on the round grande fixing. This is like a natural brown color, but it makes your eyes look so pretty. Ugh. Girl, did you guys hear? All my Chinese girly baddies sold out her earrings that she was wearing in 30 minutes in a celebration of her joining the Met Gala. That is such a flex. Girl, she's so light colored, and her skin tone is super bright. I don't know if I can cover that up. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and we wanna create like a brown, darker line across. And I feel like the highlight of her makeup was the long eyeliner. Oh, I am loving my eyeliner right now. Okay, we want the lashes to become very full because it seems like she had on very thick. I barely have eyelashes. These are all fake lashes, by the way. Okay, now we gotta go in with the blush. It seems like she didn't do a lot of blush, not too much. So we're just gonna like do this, rub it in. Okay. Yes, like this. And I feel like she added a little bit of blue in the corner of her eyes. This mole right here. We just wanna... Okay, so we gotta do the hair, and please don't hate me for this, but honestly, I feel like I loved the whole hairstyle. I feel like this part kind of looked a little Oompa Loompa-y to me. She has such a pretty head shape. It's insane. Okay, now we gotta fix these hairs. Unfortunately, I do not have those expensive earrings, so we're gonna go with this. I don't know, I got it from the dollar store. What do you guys think?
Day 1 of bridal makeup trials on myself until we find the one. Today we are recreating this look right here. I feel like this was a good place to start because it felt like very much me, but still classy and elevated. Skin prep, I just did a little bit of the Road Glazing Mist and the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Let that sink in. I'm going to go over to brows, brush them out with the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. I personally do not like filling in my brows. I rarely ever do it. So I believe that's something I will be continuing on for my wedding. Ultimately, I do still want to look like myself. Moving on to the complexion, I'm starting with the House Labs foundation. So I have a few foundations that I swear by, so it's going to be hard to pick which one I'm actually going to wear on my wedding day. Rare Beauty Liquid Contour. If I've learned anything from getting my makeup done by Makeup by Mario, not putting the product directly onto your face and first priming your bristles with it and applying in a small thin layers and just adding where you see fit. Of course, want to look super snatched that day, so we're gonna really go in on the cheekbone, that jawline, the forehead. Usually pretty messy when it comes to my nose contour, but I really want to practice at getting it really good. This is how I personally like to do it. Honestly, I like blending it out with my fingers. I'm gonna use 2 different concealers. The Charlotte Tilbury Radiant Skin, then a little Hourglass in Stone in these areas, and with a little brush I'm going to just blend that out. I guess you're blending out the Hourglass concealer. I'm gonna try to keep it exactly where I placed it and then slowly bring it down my nose almost to a reverse contour and slowly diffuse it outwards. Just form this like line formation up towards my hairline. Give that lifted look. Torn between 2 blushes right now. Slabs and Glassy Pomelo. Makeup by Mario Sweet Pink. I feel like the picture is pulling a little bit more of Sweet Pink. Apply this on the cheeks and not going past that little line that we created. I think my wedding day is the only day I don't want to overdo it on the blush. We gotta find the sweet spot. Before I set with powders, I'm gonna put a little concealer on my eyes to prep for the eyeshadow. I always skip this step, so I feel like this alone will give it a more elevated look. Setting with some translucent powder underneath the eye, taking the excess around my mouth, wiping away the excess. I'm gonna put some underneath here to bake. Hourglass bronzer. Moving on to eyes, I'm gonna start with this shade from this Hourglass palette. Crease almost as my transition shade. I'm gonna take this light pink shade right here. Hopefully add that to the crease color that we added. I'm gonna dust it on my lower lash line as well. If you guys have any specific questions for me, leave them down below because I will start answering them as I'm doing these trials. With this lightest color, I'm gonna just pop this on the lid a little. Now with an angled brush, I'm gonna map out where I want my wing to be. I prefer a soft shadowing on myself, but like I'm thinking for my wedding, should I be doing like liquid eyeliner? I don't know. Some mascara. Armani Beauty one is so good. For blush, I have Morphe and Beach Bonfire. Touch of this Milani Baked highlighter down the nose. For the lips, this say lip liner in the shade Flirt. Touch of MAC Cream Cup in the center. And the lip gloss in Behave. So from MAC. And there you go. It's my completed first bridal makeup trial that I've done on myself. I actually love it so much. What do we think? This is gonna be so hard to choose between because I already love the first one. Comment down below what you guys think, what I should do differently, what other looks I should try out.
Question that I'm asked pretty much every single day, tips and tricks on how to start social media. So I thought whilst I get ready for dance that I'd make a video on this because I actually can't believe I've never done a video on this before. If you're someone who watches influencers or content creators and thinks, oh my god, I'd love to do that, make sure you watch this video. Number one is actually to post, like just post. You girls message me and they're like, I'm so scared to post, I'm scared what people from my school are gonna say. Honestly, just post. Leading on to that, do not care what anyone thinks. Like, what are you? You're not harming anyone posting a video. You start gaining followers, they're the ones that are going to want to be your friends, the ones that are judging. Definitely say this targets people that are at school because I know how it can feel at school. Like, everyone's going to judge you, all this. Trust me, they're not. And I feel like you always get in your head a lot more than what you think. Like, people really do not care as much as you think about in your head. Getting on from just posting, like, consistency is so key. You have to be consistent. I always post at least once a day, and then if you get any more posts other than once a day is great. I always tend to find like the content I put most effort into never does well, and I've spoken to so many other girls that do social media about this, and it's always the content that you just rush and do quick that always does better. So if you've rushed and done a bit of content and you think, oh, that's really not good, I don't think it's going to do good, just post it because you never know, it might go viral. Ever finding it hard to find any sounds to lip sync to create your videos to, there's actually like trending sounds that are trending on the app. So if you click to add a sound, then you click on hot, like they're the most used sounds at the moment, so it's always good to try and use those as well because they're usually pushed out because they're like the most trending sounds. So when you're captioning your videos, captions are actually really important. If you use something that's like eye-catching or hooking, then that's really good. And also trending hashtags, they're really good to use. TikTok is definitely an up and down platform. Like, it literally goes in waves. Sometimes your videos can do so good and then sometimes they can do so bad, but just make sure you keep on posting and it literally just goes in waves. I personally struggle so much to think of different content ideas all the time, so I definitely take inspiration from other people. With if you see a video you like, then you can put ideas from other people into your content, what you like to watch, because it also, like the algorithm, whatever you're watching at the moment will just keep on coming up on your For You page, so then it's really good for your content. But like this one's a bit hit or miss, but it's like the timings of when you're posting. So for instance, when everyone's in school, like I tend to post after school because more people are going to see it, but I have heard that it doesn't really matter what time you post. I don't think that one's too big of a deal. Obviously, most people are like on their phones in the evening. I always tend to post more often then, and I'm usually busy during the day. And once I've edited videos, it's in the evening. Whenever I post like vlog style videos or like day in the lives, I always use CapCut to edit my videos, which is really good. It's such an easy app to use. I feel like it's very straightforward, which is good. I would say staying on top of trends though is actually a very hard part of doing social media because it's constantly changing. There's constantly new things. Like when I started, Get Ready With Me's were like massive, and that's how I gained most of my following. Obviously Get Ready With Me's, I think there'll always be a massive thing, but since then, like TikTok dances are back in trend. Like there's so many new trends. You really just have to like keep on top of what's on at the moment. All my little tips that I can think of at the moment, but let me know if you want a part 2 and I can definitely jot some down. It's a no makeup day for dance today. We're literally going with a bare face and a spot sticker on. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.
Here are some things I wish somebody told me before my junior year of high school. I only have a week left, so here are some things that are going to make your life a little bit easier. Okay, starting off is you're gonna want to lock in the first semester. Of course, you want to be locked in the whole entire year, but it's just like not realistic. So if you lock in the first semester, you can afford to slip up a little bit in the second semester, because I'm telling you, ever since I got back from Christmas break, it's been literally hell. My life has been hell. Everyone's been annoying me. I don't want to do work, and summer just feels so close. So lock in while you can. Okay, next is try not to skip as much as you can, because junior year is typically like the most academically like difficult for most people, and you're gonna get behind so fast. And then I know a lot of people that are gonna have to do seat time because they're just like constantly skipping school, which is fine because my attendance isn't the best either, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be so easy to fall behind. So try not to procrastinate and try not to avoid your work, because you're going to flunk out really fast. But also at the same time, just make sure you're prioritizing your mental health. And if you really can't go to school, like I remember some days I was literally crying because I didn't want to go to school. And if you're crying to the point where you don't want to go to school, then don't go, but just don't skip for literally any little reason. Okay, and then lastly is hang out with all the people. Even if you don't think that you would hang out with them typically, hang out with them, go to the parties, go on the side quests, because this is really going to be the last year that you're going to have with your high school friends, because I know you have senior year, but everyone's going to be distracted with applying to colleges and all this other stuff, and this is really the last year you have with the people in your class. But anyways, I know junior year can be really intimidating, but I promise it's going to be okay, and I survived. But let me know if you guys want a part 2.
This is how to start a conversation with him. Stop thinking you need some insanely smooth line to talk to a guy. Generally do not need that, because most guys do not analyze your text messages the way we analyze guys' text messages, if that makes sense. What actually matters is the energy you give off. The biggest mistake girls make when starting conversations is starting them as like dry interview questions, like what you doing? Or like, how is your day? Because then instantly the conversation just feels like almost forced, kind of. Instead, you want to start with something that makes it easy for him to respond to, and is like, I don't want to say niche because that sounds so cringe, but like something you can work with more than like a simple, how's your day? Good, how's yours? Like, it's like back and forth. You could literally say, why do guys always say they're on their way when they haven't even left yet? Like, something playful, something opinion-based, list goes on. Something he can like react to. And honestly, the best conversations always start with like feeling like you got invested halfway through, like you guys already have like a vibe together. Another thing, stop overthinking like double texting, and you randomly send him like a funny Instagram reel or like a random thought. That's fine, that's normal, don't stress. Also, confidence is everything. There is such a difference between like, sorry, this is random, lol, and like, okay, wait, I need your opinion on something. One sounds nervous, the other one sounds attractive. And if he likes you, the conversation will start flowing like naturally after. Nothing's gonna feel like insanely forced. Your job is not to force chemistry, your job is literally just to leave the door open. I love you guys, and I hope this video helped. Bye guys.
They go into school to optionally do a day full of maths and English. Optionally. Okay, first week of study leave is nearly over, meaning next week is the start of my exams. It is actually the history exam today, so I get to go wish all my friends good luck before they go in and probably poo myself, even though I'm not doing it. You're a trooper, you know how much I hate Thursdays, like timetables wise, and why am I optionally going in? I don't know, that's dedication if you ask me. It doesn't feel like my exams are on Tuesday. I'm kind of like shitting myself. I woke up this morning feeling very nauseous and like feeling like I'm about to sit the history exam today. The thing I'm loving about study leave is I can wear my school uniform and then I can wear like a hoodie on top. So I'm wearing my Les Mis hoodie. Okay, I'm really late. I need to hurry up, but I just... Pushing It Down Praying Live is playing. I'm not okay. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I actually... Why am I going in to do maths and English? Actually, I can't complain about maths. We love maths. Why am I doing English? Okay, I'm gonna do some mascara. Guys, what are our thoughts on my bun today? On my bum? My bun. Just a bit of mascara because I have 3 minutes till I need to be downstairs. Just like a... I'm just gonna let everyone listen to this for a second. We can all just die in peace. Okay, I can't be bothered to do anything else. I'm gonna put a pimple patch on my chin. Atrocity. I've got no idea. Right, I've got my hoodie. Bye.
Get ready with me to go to work at Brandy Melville, Korea. I'm still getting so many comments on my original video, hating on me for the commute. And I know I already made a video about this, but I wanted to clarify that I'm not driving 2.5 hours. Driving for 2.5 hours would literally be the biggest waste. I usually just take the bus, but today is special because my mom's also going to Seongsu today. She offered to drive me. I think the #1 comment on that video is all people being like, "Are you driving 2.5 hours?" Anyways, it's getting super hot in Korea. The weather today is like high 80s, I think. So I'm wearing shorts to work. Yesterday was super hot and inside the store was even more humid. A lot of people think they dress better in winter, but personally, I dress better in summer. I always say I was meant to live in a hot place. I look so much better tan. My mood is so much better when it's warm. I'm also trying to work a little bit more than I usually do. I have a girls trip planned and I'm so excited about this girls trip, you don't even understand. Kind of funny though, because we only booked this girls trip because we didn't get Daniel Caesar tickets. Me and my best friend Minso went to a PC bang, which is like a cafe with a bunch of PCs. We literally waited like an hour. In Korea, there's this special app that you have to use to get tickets. After the tickets go live, you have to wait in a queue. And I was one of the first people in the queue. I accidentally pushed this button on the mouse that switches tabs. If you do that, you lose your spot in the line. Me and Minso were so upset. And the resold Daniel Caesar tickets in Korea were so expensive. So we just decided, if we're gonna spend that much money, we might as well go to Hawaii. If anyone has any recommendations for stuff to do in Hawaii, let me know. Thank you. Look what my mom brought me. We're also staying with my friend Susie, who's a local. I'm actually always happy right now. Work has been so hectic and so busy because I have Hawaii lined up and the weather's been super good. I'm just always thinking like, in 1 month I'm gonna be in Hawaii with my friends and none of this will matter. It's probably coat, but it works. I also got some questions about my nails, but one of them broke from working. I like hit it on a clothes hanger and it just completely, this is not intentional. Another thing I've been super looking forward to for summer is that my younger siblings are out of school. So we're gonna try to film some sibling content. I actually started making TikToks and stuff with the intention of expanding into YouTube. And I think I'm gonna try to vlog the girls trip I was talking about earlier too. Or at least like one of the days. Okay, my makeup for today is done. I'm gonna start trying to do my hair. I just realized my whole entire outfit is Brandy and that's kind of concerning. I got changed while I was waiting for this to heat up. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna head out soon. Thanks for watching.
Dulcie, do you like Brent Fires?
That.
Get ready with me for school. Guys, it's finally going to be somewhat sunny today. I've had enough of this depressing weather. Anyways, I'm gonna use my Medicube jelly cream. Sorry for not getting ready with me yesterday. I was generally just like watching Netflix and getting ready. I've started watching those like random like films. But why they're actually so good? I watched this thing called Roommates yesterday. Actually, was it the day before yesterday? Whatever. And yeah, it was actually so good. And now I'm watching Do Revenge. But yeah, I like, because I'm such a YouTube kid, not gonna lie. I barely watch Netflix like that much. But yeah, they're making some good films now. Someone please motivate me to start revision, because I literally like keep saying every day I'm gonna revise. So obviously my mock's coming up, but like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do at this stage in time. But to my defense, I'm waiting for my Shein order to come, because I ordered a bunch of like revision stuff, flashcards and everything, new highlighters. So like obviously when I have all of that, then I'll actually like fully lock in. I don't need to wait for my primer to dry, but I'm actually gonna do my hair quickly. I want to do like a half up, half down. I just realised I've barely done any hairstyles. Right guys, the hairstyle is done. It actually looks really cute. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Crop primer. Right, okay, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I'm actually just gonna use this today, not my NARS. So yeah, we're gonna like see how it turns out. Oh my gosh, I have PE today. I wonder what we're doing, because last lesson we did like a relay, which was actually quite fun. But I had to do the 400 meters, and honestly, it's so long. Like,
Actually, it's not even that bad once I'm done. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, that was fine, right? But like, whilst I'm in here, it's so much longer when you're actually doing it than when you think about it. Like, I don't know if I want to do it for sports. Anyway, oh my god, I just remembered I have drama today. Oh, I think it's Lasso. But it's fine, I'm just so excited for it. Oh my gosh, I just realised I'm using the wrong brush. That is for bronzer. Anyways, basically we're in our devising groups now because we're doing our like devising GCSE this year. Okay, I didn't know my sister's was wide open, ignore that. And yeah, today we're performing to our class just the beginning opening scene, but I'm just so excited. Okay, now I'm gonna use bronzer. Oh my gosh, I look so much more normal than, because also my nails bronzer. No. Let me just stop. No, you like bright fires?
No. Sounds awful. Hi guys.
Concealer is done. I'm gonna use my Huda Beauty powder. Guys, I can't remember when I last filmed, but I just did my nose contour and my lashes and everything. Guys, I think I'm actually gonna put on blush for the first time in forever. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna put some. This is the finished makeup. I'm gonna use my setting spray. Right guys, so this is the finished makeup, so bye.
Hello TikTok, get ready with me for school. Oh, okay. We're starting off with concealer. Oh my gosh. Usually I'm not one for dreaming, and whenever I do dream at night, like, I don't remember any of my dreams. But lately, I've just been having, like, really weird dreams. The thing is, like, I remember when I wake up, but now I don't remember what my dream was about last night. I just remember it was about my friend and the girl that he likes, and then that was, like, it. And we were at, like, some arcade. It was really weird. I hate how my little stand does that sometimes. I'm putting blush on. I'm actually not gonna wear the sweater to school just because I have to wear this school shirt today because we're going to like main event for this like graduation party. So if I don't wear the shirt, I can't come. But I don't want you knowing what school I go to because internet safety, guys. Only gonna do a little bit of eyeliner today. Wow, I'm doing my makeup really fast today. Okay. Voice is so weird today. It's because I just woke up. I'm gonna do some of this peel off lip liner and it's gonna dry while I do my lashes. Okay, so that's the placement. Now I need to do my lashes. I'm done. I don't know my other lip glosses, so I have to use this one. No! I have a really big problem of just misplacing things, so yeah. Can't see it at all because of the lighting, but I'm done. Wow, that corner of my eye is like itchy. Oh, okay, bye.